wanna go and do that? Hey, you guys, your girl G here. Welcome back to my channel. Let me turn this car off so I ain't wasting no gas. Hey, what's up? Jamming a little bit of that old T.I. tip. Okay, T.I. definitely has some old bangers. So why you wanna go and do that? Hey, why you wanna go and do that? Okay. But yeah, you guys, your girl G here. Welcome back to my channel. Appreciate you for tuning in. What are we talking about today? What am I getting ready to talk about? I guess we're gonna just shoot the okay? I guess that's what we finna do right now, because there are a lot of topics that I guess I realize I haven't discussed or put my 2 cents on or anything like that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into that, because I know I've missed a lot. Hell, we got hot in this bitch real quick. Let me go and crack these windows. That's what we gonna do. Crack these motherfucking windows. Okay, need some breeze. Yeah, let's just go ahead and shoot the shits. I need to get some things off my chest too in the meantime as well. Your girl had a quite down bad 2 weeks. Yeah, down bad 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on with me ever since come back from those 2 vacations back to back and just dealing with family stuff. It has put me in a recluse state, and a lot of people know what sorry, I was looking up because I'm outside this restaurant. I've just gone into a recluse state, and that's literally the only way I can explain it. So that's also why I've been posting as much and everything like that, and doing more reviews or whatever. Like, I don't know, I just went into like complete shutdown mode. So I'm trying to get myself out of it. I am on stabilizers, aka anti-D's, and so I'm hoping now with I have taken increased. My doctor don't know yet, but she got me on a 1.5 pill, but I just started taking 2, bitch. Like, because like my stuff refills faster than I can take them, or they refill them, because sometimes when you go to the doctor, or like when you get prescriptions, like they have them on auto refill, and my stuff be auto refilling like halfway when I'm halfway through the bottle, and I still got half left. So like, I'm just, it ain't that difference between 1.5, 2, and they little pills at that. So yeah, I'm doing what's necessary. Okay, I know my body, all right. And the doctor, I go to her to tell her I might need an increase for me to I can just go ahead and do this shit. Like, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, for anybody else who's been kind of feeling emotionally a little bit low or whatever, y'all just drop it in the comments and let me know, what's going on, how you're feeling. Let me know I ain't alone, because it's rough out here, y'all. Life is rough, okay? Life is lifing, that's all I can say. And life just ain't life for us, okay? It's life for a lot of these celebs and these, these folks. So wait a minute, hold up. Alright, let me stop. Okay, oh my God. I saw this on the radio and I said, hold on. I said, let me bump that real quick. I ain't heard that song in a hot minute. Travis Porter, hey, bring it back. That does bring my mood up a little bit, okay? But yeah, who we talking about? Who we want to get into first? I'm gonna save Shannon Sharpe because I'm gonna get into this ass. Let's touch on a little yang first. First things first, Shaneice and Evelyn. I know y'all had this podcast now called, I think it's like Drop the Low or something like that. And y'all ain't been dropping nothing but lies. I know in this recent clip between Evelyn and Shaneice, they're discussing like the quote unquote the rumors, and they're not even like Evelyn, like they're doing that very much what's it called, like press, press. It's just like, you could tell like they have been practicing behind the scenes. Like, you could tell they are women who have been in the industry, especially like Evelyn, like there's a way to answer the questions without answering the questions. And that's what Evelyn was doing more than Shaneice, because Shaneice just straight up said it like, oh, well, like, you know, yeah, you know her, but she wasn't my friend. So Shaneice justified in her motherfucking head that she could go and hop on Method Man JC on Zik, okay? And justify it with, shit, it ain't my friend. Like, she know my mama, but not me. And it's like, girl, you very much were in that woman's house multiple times. Like, let's stop playing. And then Evelyn is like, oh, she want to now distance herself of like, oh, you know, me and her, you know, what's her, I think her name was Tiffany. Me and her, we ain't really shared space like that. Now all of a sudden it's sharing space. It's not friendship, it's sharing space. Like, I mean, was Jackie on to something when she said that you was making a little build of horror? Okay, not just a whole horror. She called your daughter a builder horror, okay? Like the old folks, you whore, okay? And I mean, it's kind of giving the whole behavior. Shaneice, I ain't gonna lie, like, bitch, if you gonna hoe right. That's the only thing I can say. Hi.
Did you not have an order?
No, I didn't. It's
okay.
sorry. Sorry, y'all. This lady from Dairy Queen, I'm sitting in the parking lot and she came to me like I had an order. No, sorry, I did not, ma'am. What was I talking about? Hell, if I had been petty, I would have took the damn food. But I don't like Dairy Queen like that. But nonetheless, you know, my personal opinion, like, if you gonna hoe right, but you chose the man that's in the whole $7 million and got an SA case, girl, like, Evelyn, I mean, we can say a lot of things, but Evelyn, she ain't did a lot of things right, but she hoed right. We can say that much. Okay, she was patting on national television. She put that to use, Shaneice. Like, you were around and watched the woman who had the blueprint. She hopped from league to league. Like, she managed to get NFL, NBA, and NBA money, okay? With Carl. And then this is a JCon? Come on, Shaneice. And then, like, it's not going away. No matter what you and your mama say, whatever, Shaneice, whatever you and your mama Evelyn say, the allegations, the stupidity comments of just how stupid, dumb, deaf, dumb, and blind you are, they're not going away. And we also know the game probably ain't raising this child like that. For real. All he want to do is get on the internet like a sourdough unk between why do I keep saying Method Man? The game. That's what I've been saying. I think I've been saying Method Man. The game, Slim Thug, Charleston White, all these old ass Sour Betty unks. Like, that's who he is. So Evelyn, you know, I guess you can just be a little disappointed in your daughter that she couldn't, you know, take heed. Because, girl, at the end of the day, if you gonna hoe right. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, put that to use, girl. The right way. You supposed to level up, okay? And
a good hoe don't never be a broke hoe.
Be a good hoe, don't be
a good hoe. No, a good hoe don't never be a broke hoe.
Like, you literally had the highest of social currency. You were young, you were light-skinned, you were of some persuasion, you know how the NBA players like it. You were already attached to Evelyn, who was known in the industry. Like, you had no kids. Like, girl, you really was up. You was up, Shaneice. Damn. And just blew it all up for the game. Gots to be more careful. But I digress. Somebody else who is out here looking a little bit cray-cray. Let's go ahead and get into, who else did I see that I want to talk about real quick. Like, Cardi B, y'all. Cardi B. Cardi, I love you, girl. But goddamn, you fighting in the airport of France and Cannes. Girl, if there's any place that you do not want to play with, it is in the airport. In the airport, because that's what they be trying to get. It immediately becomes like a federal situation when you in the airport, bitch. And so Rah Ali and her had another encounter. And of course, Rah Ali used it on her. She was talking about on her show. But you know, Cardi B, she gonna go live and let it be known too. So Cardi B in her live basically saying, you know, like, I saw her, but I saw her in a wheelchair. And so like, it didn't really deep that I guess it was Raw or whatever. And so finally, when she realized it was her, she went to talk to her security guard, who happens to be an old, you know, old street, you know. And so she kind of be feeling like, I think subconsciously in her mind, she was saying like, you know, I don't like my security be thinking that I'm pussy. You know, that's what she said. I ain't no pussy hoe. Okay, I ain't no pussy hoe. Okay, you know, I ain't no pussy hoe, bitch. Like, I'll swing on you all the time. I'ma go down in the grave, you know, letting you know, you ain't finna have a one up on me, bitch. I'ma get my lick back. And that's how Cardi was operating. So Rah Ali, from her point of view, she was like, I'm sitting in the chair, but like, I gotta go through the stuff, so I'm getting up. And she's like, in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's right. But you thought you was finna have one up on me. You thought I was not finna. I was finna let that shit go. And then she was like, and Cardi starts going off. You know, security, of course, is coming over. Cardi said that she caught her basically like, I guess, you know, in most airports, there's like a little kind of lounge for the people, you know, who got the extra points. All right, you know, for the people who's a part of, like, you know, the frequent flyers club, and the celebrities, you know, and the people who's up there, you know, they have like a little lounge area. So I guess they were heading that way. And that's where Cardi decided to, you know, catch her lick back. She said she threw a JBL stereo at her, like a little boombox at her. And I guess it clocked them. So hopefully, you know, with Cardi B and Rah Ali, this is the last of it. You know, I have seen a few Rah Ali interviews. I've seen the one with her with Funky Dineva too, you know, way before this. And I liked her more, like, in the Funky Dineva interview. But there's something about Rah Ali that my spirit just don't sizzle with. Like, it's just something about her energy that just gives, like, bitch, I gotta keep my good eye on you, all right? And do y'all get that feel about Rah Ali? Y'all drop down in the comments. Like, I literally just get, bitch, I gotta keep my good eye on you. Like she looks like she's ready to snake somebody any minute. And that she's very easily, like, envious of something. Like, she just carries that energy too. So, you know, Cardi, you know, I guess Rah Ali was trying to be on her high and mighty shit, because she's like, I'm looking at Cardi like, girl, look at you. You know, girl, you 30 years old and had 2-3 kids and you still acting like this. Like, do you feel better about yourself? Like, girl, don't nobody want to hear all that Gandhi, all bullshit right now. You finna get touched. That's what Cardi was feeling like. And I get it, because in Cardi's mind, she's like, in that whole situation, I walked away with a knot on my head, a big ass knot too. So, girl, you finna walk away with a knot. It's your turn to walk away with a knot. God dang it. So I'm hoping that's it for Cardi. You know, that's the end of it. You know, so Rah Ali, you know, can use you for clout and stuff like that. And, you know, you got too much going on. You already got this case in the court. I think allegedly they said that they let her off or something like that. Or, like, she said not guilty, like it wasn't her or something like that. Because y'all know the court case where she fought the strippers, or she sent her friends over there to fight the strippers. Is, you know, really what happened. And, yeah, so, like, I do not, yeah, I hope this is it for you, Cardi, because, like, we're really excited about the album. Am I the drama? Yes, bitch, you the drama. It's giving you the drama right now, Cardi. So, let's go ahead and move on. So, another thing I wanted to get into, y'all, Shannon Sharpe. Oh, Shannon. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Okay? before we get into the minutia of it all, this is pointing to all men. One thing I want men to stop saying is it's just pussy. Okay? That's y'all's favorite thing. It's just coochie. It ain't important. It ain't nothing special to be a girl, and all you got is pussy to offer. That ain't nothing. It's just pussy. No, it's not. Men, you have let us know it's not just pussy, okay? Y'all will literally blow up your whole kingdom, your whole castle, your lifeline that you've built, your whole boat raft, bitch. You will blow it up for some pussy. So no, it's not just coochie, all right? It's not. Shannon Sharpe ain't the first, and he definitely won't be the motherfucking last to blow his life up over some coochie. Because not was it just him. Before that, the CEO of Astronomer. Matter of fact, real quick, the Astronomer dude, the one that got caught on Candy camera with the HR of all people, the executive operations or whatever, bitch got caught. Okay, if I can find the video or whatever, or the picture, I'll post it somewhere in here. But bitch got caught on Candy camera. Smile, bitch. Man shriveled up like he was a slug that got salt poured on him. He ducked so fast, and bitch, she over here. It was the friend for me. The friend was kind of like, "Ooh, should have knew about this shit." Like, bitch, you in trouble. Okay, it's gonna be trouble.
Ooh, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. All
right. And yeah, we see now Astronomer, he basically got kicked off. He's no longer the CEO. His wife done removed the last name from her Facebook. Imagine being the wife of this man, and all of a sudden you just get flooded. Yo freaking timeline gets flooded with a video of yo nigga with a hugged up with another bitch. Not just hugged up, y'all, they was swaying at a Coldplay concert. They was just wrapped in arms, just swaying back and forth. They got lost in the sauce. That's what happened. Not only that, you got too comfortable, and your ego let you believe that you were gonna get away with something that crazy. Your pride and ego really convinced you that you were going to be able to go to a public ass event. Public, bitch. And nothing was gonna happen. That's crazy. And then now you want to sit here and threaten suing Coldplay for what? For what? They ain't did nothing to you. Talking about my privacy. What do you say? The opportunity for me. Y'all took away my rights and crossed boundaries of my privacy, and now that has ruined things for me and my family. Y'all had no right to do that. That was my decision. And it's like, sir, the audacity of you to be in a public ass place talking about privacy. If you don't get your ass on somewhere, like, really, my nigga? Like, you were at the top. Like, at the box where all the known people clearly go. Like, now, it didn't help that Mr. Coldplay guessed right. He said either y'all having an affair or you really shy. And bitch, he was on it. And don't nobody know more about a man having an affair than a man himself. That's why he guessed that shit, because he's a man. He a nigga, so he know. So, like, Astronomer CEO missed me with the bullshit, okay? Because that's on you. Ain't nobody else but you. Now, allegedly, he's worth some onions. Whatever he's worth, bitch, about to be cut in half. If the wife decides to leave, you know, y'all know when a man, he'll come back begging and pleading, baby, please. You know, we got kids. I'll go to therapy. I promise I'll never see her again. Y'all know the gamut of what these niggas is gonna say. It was just a little fling. It didn't mean nothing. She a peasant. Shout out to Martell Hope. Bitch, nah. That wasn't just no one-time thing. The way they was out there in that Coldplay concert, this been going on for some time. This been going on for some time. Now, if it also has been going on for some time, maybe you already know. Maybe the wife been new. But wanted to stay in La La Land because, look, I got the lifestyle. My kids is good. I ain't fucking up all of this. But the least you can do is keep that shit under wraps. The least you can do is not bring that shit back to our marital home, our marital bed. But no, you couldn't even do that. Hell, the least you could do is not get a baby out this bitch, okay? Wendy Williams, shout out to Wendy, Kevin. All right, the least you can do is not have a baby on me. But damn, like, it's not just the fact that he got caught. It's like now he got caught, and then it actually turned into a trend. Like, they started doing this shit at like baseball games. Like, no longer the kissing camera, it was like the catch cam. She would never be able to hold her head up anywhere again. And then the daughter made some post about like, oh, you know, when you find out your dad is cheating on your mom or something like that. And it's just kind of like, man, don't you ever try to come to the front again and try to blame somebody else for your actions. It wasn't a mistake, it was a choice. And speaking of, let's go to Shannon Sharpe with his old it was a mistake. My brother said, you know, everybody make mistake ass. So Shannon Sharpe, y'all, if y'all haven't heard, fired from ESPN. Fired. Okay? Fired, bitch. Did we know this was coming? Yeah. It was only about time. So not only did you lose $100 million podcast deal with Spotify, I think it was, you've now gotten fired from ESPN. And he did his, you know, his typical public press moment, and he sat there and said, you know, of course I've been let go from ESPN. Everybody who followed me, I just want to say thank you, you know, for everybody who done went with me to Club Chase Shade, to the nightcap. You know, it's really been a good time, and I just really want to say I apologize to my brother because, you know, I really want to have ESPN wait till Monday to after my brother, you know, made it to the Hall of Fame, but, you know, it can't go like that, you know, I guess, you know, and he's like, I just really want to say sorry to my bro, and he's like, you know, he told me behind the scenes, you know, just, you know, stop apologizing, you know, I'm done with it, so are you, like, move on, everybody make mistakes. And I said, wait a minute, no. We are not finna do this shit, Shannon. What we are not finna do is make this and try to bottle it up, wrap it up, cover it up as everybody makes mistakes. No.
Not on my watch. Not today, Satan. Not today, neck. Not today, ankles. We don't have it.
That was a choice. That was a choice. So much a choice that you thought through. And you know how I know this, Shannon? Because you are a dark-skinned black man from the 60s. Or what, 70s? From the 70s. He was born, had to be born in the 60s, 70s. Hell, he damn near 60 years old. So this was a conscious decision. And not only that, with your history, it being a conscious decision, you already discussed on Club Shay Shay about how you do not get on elevators or in spaces with white women because you already know the optics. And you already know in a situation how it could look. You are aware of the perception with you being this big ass, broad-shouldered, dark-skinned black man, literally the epitome of what white society deems as, you know, the worst. Racism, right? You are the epitome of the boogeyman with your big black ass. And you know it so well enough to not step on the elevator with a white woman. So you can't sit there and tell us that you weren't aware of what you knew the consequences could have been of you fucking around with this young ass white girl, okay? And I say it like that because there's an inside joke between me and my friend. It was like on Facebook years ago, and it was like when you deal with or it's like when a black man run back to his mom and all she got to say for him, that's because you keep fucking around with them white girls. And it's like, you niggas know this already. Like, it quite literally is a part of the history books. The dichotomy, like the relationship of what white women and black men, like, we already know this story. So you made a conscientious decision to, one, pick a white girl because you want to have some race play. Sure, that's your king. You want to be called nigga in the bedroom? Go for it. But you picked a young white girl at 19, Shannon, teenager. I know all you weird ass Negroes who want to be, oh, she legal. She's still a teenager, 19, and you were 60, Shannon. That's a conscious decision, not a mistake. So you made a conscious decision to get with a young ass white girl to live out these fantasies of yours, where all you had to do was actually, hell, they got agencies for shit like this. You could have went to an agency, found you a girl where this is her, where they get paid and they fulfill whatever fantasy you got for the night. You could have did that, but that's not what you did. You purposely picked that girl because at the end of the day, we all know where the relationship lies in the power dynamics. And men always want the power dynamic to lie in their favor. So if I get a girl who's 19 years old, yes, I may want this certain type of play, but if I get her at 19, then I can now steer this relationship whichever way I want it to go. And sure, this girl got with you when she was 19. I think she's like 21, 22 right now. And I'm sure as she's gotten older, she's realized I've done some things that I really did not want to do. Or I've done some things because I was afraid of him, the big scary black man. You know, Shannon. But see, that's where you thought, once again, with your ego of her being 19, that you being the big scary black man would keep her from doing this. Not only you being the big scary black man would make her do things or make her feel coerced to do things with you, but it's also on the same side of that, on the opposite side of that coin, why you felt like she wasn't going to do anything. Because not only that, you were a threat to her, but you had the money. So sure, for the first year and a half, she wasn't saying nothing and just going along with it. But then, bitch got smart. Bitch smartened and livened up. And she realized, oh, I just need to give this nigga enough rope and he'll hang himself. And that's exactly what he did. Because when they talk about, oh, they got a video that they did, and you yourself don't even want to watch it, Shannon. It's because you know deep down that you did some shit that ain't right. Point blank, period, end of, Control, Alt, Delete, backspace, exclamation point. Okay? You knew you did some foul play shit. But you knew that because that's why you got with her, because she was 19. We know this now. Women know, men know. Men know that women know that men know. Like, the jig is up. The veil has been lifted. And so now that women are aware that men are making decisions and purposely picking their victims, Shannon, you in this situation, this is not they're trying to tear down a black man. No, you tore down yourself. You set your own trap. You literally set your own trap. But then when it come back talking about, everybody makes mistakes. No, that was a conscious decision. And you thought with your big ass, with your prideful ego ass, that you were going to make it out of this. Whatever in your mind was convincing you that you were going to make it out of this unscathed is why this shit happened. You had so many warnings up to this point. Life was the universe, they say the universe will throw some signs out there the universe was letting you know. But as they say, pride comes before the fall. And pride convinced you that that shit ain't finna happen to me. Because for whatever reason, because you picked a girl who was young, that you thought was weak, that wouldn't be steadfast in herself enough to actually go up against you. But then she got older. Her frontal lobe started to develop just a little bit more. Right? So now we're in this situation where you're in, where ESPN has fired your ass. Over here talking about, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, ho, be careful. Lord, gee, well, you know what? I'm tired of your presence. Dismiss.
Nigga. Miss me. That's all I can say. Miss me, Shannon. And this is what you get. Like, this is literally what you get. And all the men that's looking at Shannon Sharpe, that's finna make the same dog-ass, dumbass mistake. I hope y'all do it to yourselves, too. I hope you set your own trap. Like, that girl gave him enough rope to hang himself. And, baby, he stuck his neck right in the loop. And that's why you decapitated right there at the neck. Now, where all your monions finna come from? Because now, it's not just Shannon Sharpe that's in the pay up. Now, there is a lawsuit for 20 mil for the nightcap with Chad Ochocinco. Okay? Ochocinco wanted me. So now Ochocinco done got pulled into the bullshit. And because y'all want to talk about old girl that was on, I think, either like Chris Brown or Usher concert or something like that, and they were talking about her and all this shit was lies or whatever. Like, you know, I tell you, the universe will wrap a nigga up, and I love to see it. Don't we just love to see it? The universe just wrap a nigga up all lovely, like all karmic energy, like. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. I don't want this video to be too long, so y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. What you guys think about Shaneice basically telling the world, like, I mean, she wasn't my friend. Do you guys feel like Cardi or Rah Ali was more to blame? In the situation with the astronomer, do y'all feel like he got the absolute mitigated balls to try and sue Coldplay? And you guys, Shannon Sharpe, was it a mistake or was it a choice? And do you feel like, you know, ESPN might be the last, you know, little domino, or is this just the beginning? Is it finna start all crumbling down? Do y'all feel like this is just the beginning, or do you feel like he'll be able to come back from this? I don't know, Shannon. You really thought that money and you being in the vicinity of them white boys was finna save you, and now look at you. Out in the cold with your dick in your hand, cause you can't control your sexual discipline. That's why I'm tired of hearing niggas about, oh, it's just pussy. Alright. Pussy done tore down many a kingdoms. Okay? I will catch you hoes later in the next video. I'm finna go pick up, okay? Because I definitely need to go pick up some weeds. And so I will catch you guys later.